You just got back from Italia.
See. See.
Hunter is rocking an Olive Garden fitted cap.
Hunter is rocking, I'll say crispy skin due to a laser treatment.
How are you doing?
I'm actually great. Yesterday it was pretty crispy.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was, the block was hot, I'll say. But I panic booked this. Literally, I was crying in the Santa Monica proper when we were in LA because my skin was breaking out and I was like so sad about it. And I panic booked this treatment, like it's not procedure, not treatment, but you know. And then they're like, actually, it costs you like a 50% deposit if you cancel like before 3 days out. So I was like, guess we're doing it.
Yep.
Guess we're doing it.
Let's lock in.
So,
why don't we?
So yeah.
I've never done laser.
Oh, I really recommend it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you ever done peels or anything like that?
Yeah, but
like
not
a
laser.
deep peel or like a surface peel?
Like one where for 3 days I wanted to die, kind of.
Oh
peel.
yeah, okay.
One
like,
of
like
those.
skin like peeling off in sheets. Yeah. Well, this is like
suffering.
it's similar like effect, but in the like run up, it's a lot smoother. You can't really see. But like they're like these like little dots on my skin, so it kind of has like a sandpapery texture.
Oh.
And then eventually, like, as the days go on, the dots just kind of fall off. But like they're not dots that you can like take off. Like they're like really attached to your skin.
Oh.
So you can't like scrub them off.
Well, your skin looks really good. I know you're wearing makeup, but your skin looks good right now. You can
Thank
see
you.
underneath. I'm looking right for the listeners at home. I'm looking at Hunter right in the eye, and I'm saying I'm looking camp right in the eye. And saying, you just look like you got an expensive facial.
I feel like I do look like I just got back from Italia.
You did just come back.
I was
fun
telling,
necklace.
I was
and
telling
a skirt.
Our producer, I was like, well, I'm Italian.
Oh.
Self-identified.
Sure.
Italian X. What about you? What
I
are
love
you
that
doing?
there's no explanation about that. You're just like, it's just a truth that I'm living in.
Well, I love a chicken parmesan and I love a breadstick.
The requirements for being Italian.
And I love some burrata. I love some Montepulciano.
It's not bad, actually. But
It's
you
great.
also pin me as someone who has once cracked pasta in half before putting it in a pot.
No. What's your favorite pasta shape? Favorite and least favorite pasta shape?
Ooh.
And be careful.
I like a fusilli. I like what's those little ones that the ringlets like that? But they're short.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of them.
Yeah.
They're round and short. I like those. And they go in a swirl. What's
and
yours?
then least favorite?
Least favorite, like a spaghetti. I'm not like doing anything with the spaghetti. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. I hate angel hair. I'm coming out as hating angel hair pasta. It is nasty. Why would you put hair in the label of something you're supposed to eat? They're supposed to consume.
Like
that's
the word
disgusting.
hair?
Yeah, that's disgusting. I know
Bring
an
it up with
American
Big
did
Italia.
that. No, that was big Italian. That was like big Italian American. That was big grocery store chain.
Yeah.
Favorite is peachy. Is like a thicker bucatini.
Ooh.
Yes, I love a bucatini, a big ol' freak.
I love that you started with what you hate most.
Well, that was on my
one
heart
thing
first.
about I was like, really? She doesn't want to say what she hates. And sure, I like those other ones.
I don't ever want to be confused as a bitch who likes angel hair pasta because that's not
Don't
it.
think for
It's
a
not
second.
me. No. What are you doing this weekend?
Well, now I'm kind of wishing I got a facial because I am going to Fire Island.
What are you gonna do with the facial on Fire Island, girl?
It's fun to be the prettiest bitch amongst a bunch of gay men. Do you know what it feels like to walk into a room where gay men are always like, queen slay, girl, yeah. And I know it's,
I went
it's
to
fake.
Animal.
I know they're high, but I'm like, they just do a bunch of ketamine. They're like, that's the prettiest girl in the world. I would kiss you if I was straight. I live for that. I love gay men. Didn't I say like a week ago that I hate gay men?
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes. But that's the spectrum. Like to love a gay man is to hate a gay man.
Precisely.
I always love. No, I've never been to Fire Island.
Michael Cubey just sat up straight.
Well, I was in a fight with the block was hot for me last night. Literally.
what?
I was in a fight with Norman.
Oh.
Over Nicki Minaj.
These are our gays in question.
I think I was sending him the Ursula gift back.
Oh,
Ursula and Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Who else?
I don't know, girl. I have a cousin named Ursula.
Not a lot of bitches named Ursula.
Oof.
Thank God.
Okay, so you're going to Fire Island.
I'm going to Fire Island, yeah.
And what are you going to do there?
Probably drugs.
Yes. Well,
For
what
being
specifically?
honest. Maybe Molly. I was FaceTiming my mom. Here's the one thing about me. I'm transparent with Alicia, okay? I'm half white. So, like, she was like, what are you up to, girl? I'm like, oh, like, I'm running some errands. I have to go do XYZ. And I think I'm going to pick up some Molly later. She goes, Peyton, you shouldn't tell me things like these. And I'm like, I know. But we're gonna keep it safe here. We're gonna keep it open and honest and communicative, and just like white people.
Yeah, and then call her by her first name as well, just to
Alicia
round you out.
Keys.
Yeah,
Alicia
totally.
Jeanette Keys. She loves
Jeanette
me.
is her middle name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so pretty. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I am coming out as a drug taker.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Why don't you pull that crack pipe out? I shouldn't have picked it up for her. I'm the cause of my own stress. I just picked Hunter up in Americano. So we're about to be active.
It's nurse. She's out again. It's very that hour.
Jesus Christ.
Get ready. Buckle up. Okay, this week we're talking about Lena Dunham's new Netflix show starring Meg Stalter called Too Much. And we'll be talking about... Girl, what else? Labubu's?
No. Please keep this in. That was the blackest Hunter. I just watched her turn to an auntie so fast. We talking about the girl. What else? We talking about Labubus? Okay, we're not talking about Labubus this week. We are talking about the American Apparel documentary on Netflix.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay.
And we are joined by...
Okay, let me say that loud. And we're joined by Recho Omondi to talk about the Cutting Room Floor podcast and all of her viral interviews with fashion designers.
Know that.
So, sorry. Let me just say this.
Let me go ahead and say this.
Are you looking for a home for your worst opinions? Because I think you might be.
Yeah, and if you're a hater... many such cases, and a lover of pop culture, consider this a glorified group chat. But we're not calling you out. No. We're calling you in. It's a safe space
to talk shit.
But of course, from Wondery, I'm Peyton Diggs.
And I'm Hunter Harris.
And this is Lemme Say This.
Let me say this.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Do you know that clip from Atlanta Housewives where She by Sheree is on the phone with someone and she's like, "No, how could you do that to my mother?" That's how I feel about Lena Dunham.
Say that.
I'm sorry, a lot of girls walk around in Brooklyn and Queens and some parts of Manhattan right now
and
owe a lot to her.
Yeah.
Greenpoint specifically. And also, I would say Ridgewood and Bed-Stuy and Bushwick.
And I'm that girl marching around every street, every
Listen,
borough.
People say what they want to say, but like at the end of the day gonna end. And it's gonna end with me watching One Man's Trash episode of Girls.
Is that
Patrick Wilson
5?
episode?
Oh, very good episode.
Yeah.
So let's talk about why we're talking about Lena Dunham. Because I think we've got to find the point.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes.
I'm getting ahead of myself. God forbid. Okay, Lena Dunham has a new show on Netflix that she's written and directed called Too Much. And it stars Meg Stalter, Emily Ratajkowski, and Will Sharp. And the logline of this show is that after a breakup, New York workaholic Jessica, which is Meg Stalter, moves to London planning on being alone. She then meets Felix, Will Sharp, who causes her to reconsider finding love again.
Period.
And it comes out, I believe, July 10th.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I have just wanted Meg Stalter in a leading role for forever. Ever since she said the words "hi gay" into my cellular device, I said, well, that's a leading lady. Not even the rest of the video, just that. I said, so that's a star. Uh-oh. And I haven't watched Hacks. Sorry, cultural blind spot, blah, blah, blah. Don't even get Hunter activated on Hacks. Quite as kept. But I also remember seeing her do a comedy show and thinking, like, real true freaks are back. Like, she is so weird and she is so fun and she's so captivating. Great timing. She just seems really smart. And I love a woman who loves a little bit of attention. And this character wants a lot of it.
Yeah.
And that little freak dog of hers. I love the setup of it. I loved we got in the first episode, we got Lena Dunham as her older sister. Yeah. Right? And then we got what's the mom's name?
Rita Wilson.
Why did I almost say Chet Hanks' mother? And I'm calling me out. I'm not calling me in. That's crazy. And I felt like the setup of this family dynamic helped me really. Yeah, that was sick.
No, I have something else. But go on.
Okay. The setup of that family dynamic sold me even more on this character. And I haven't finished the season yet, but I'm so excited to keep watching and see where it goes.
Yeah. I would be remiss to mention Rita Wilson without talking about that one time that her Golden Globes makeup artist was like 4 hours late, and she posted an Instagram. I think it was her hairstylist, and she's like, hair all over her head. She's like, guess what? Carpet's in 4 hours. And it was like the year that Tom Hanks was getting the Cecil B. DeMille Award.
Oh,
and
no.
she's like, and where is my hairdresser?
Oh no.
Post is still up. Hilarious.
Love that family. Love that family.
But no, I loved it. I mean, as a girl who loves attention, with a little dog, who wants to move to London, and who is single, I felt very seen.
Yeah.
I was gonna wear a shirt today that said "Good girls go to heaven, bad girls go to London." I got it for my friend.
A lot of merch right now.
I got it for my friend Ella, but I kept it because I thought it was funny.
Shout out to Ella though. Sorry. I'm so sold of like a setup of, okay, bad breakup. How do I fix my life?
Yeah.
I moved to London, or some of us have moved to Paris. Emily. See what I did there?
Totally.
Another
I mean,
epic
honestly,
show.
this show kind of does have a lot in common to me in my mind with like Emily and
Oh,
Perry.
yeah.
Just the setup of like woman moving to a new place, like the constant not callbacks, but I think it uses a lot of like, wow, this like dumb American who doesn't know anything in like such a cute way, which I think is definitely the Richard Curtis, like Four Weddings and a Funeral, like that kind of like British romantic comedy tradition here. I think is at work like in a really expert way. But I also really like the idea that like Meg Stalter as a performer in every scene is like not reaching for the joke.
Yeah.
I think the most like captivating parts of her performance in this to me are when she's like feeling kind of awkward or uncertain, and we see Felix like notice it, but not really like draw attention to it, but like be like warm and like inviting. I think is very sweet.
Do you like Meg Stalter as a performer? Have you known her work before? And what do you think of it now? Moving from like Social to
I really don't know her from Social at all. I just know her from Hacks.
We have very different sides of the internet.
That's why
what
we
do you
work.
see?
That's why we work.
I'm scared of what you see.
No. I really do. But I'm just so happy it's like another side of her, because in Hacks she really is like driving so much of like the best stuff on that show, like the best, goofiest, silliest stuff on that show. And in this, there are so many scenes where she like, I don't know, where like it's like that very Lena Dunham, which is also is President in Girls, also is President in Catherine Called Birdie, where it's like you're watching a girl like really wear her heart on her sleeve in a way that would usually like repulse me. But in this, like Lena just writes these women as so like complicated and like wanting to be loved, but also like wanting to be kind of feared and admired, just like blanketly, that I think it's really lovely. And I also have to say, something that I like about this is that it keeps like Meg Stalter, who plays Jessica, and Emily Ratajkowski, who plays like the new girlfriend of her ex-boyfriend, in conversation in a really funny way. Because I do think that the way that like the woman that your ex moves on with, or like the person that your ex moves on with, does, at least for me, has like captivates a lot of brain space.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, who is she that I'm not? And what makes you like her and not me? And why does she get the best of you but I didn't? And I think that this show does that very well.
Yeah. And I want to go back to what you were saying about Meg Stalter's performance, because I do think this is such a great expansive role for her and less silly, but you still get the really great silly bits and like the great physical comedy, like when she gets burned and rolls all over the floor, that Meg Stalter is so good at, and Meg Stalter's fans do still want from her.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really great balance that shows exactly what Lena was trying to do, which is like writing this show for this person, like with an exact actress in mind. And I love that. And I'm so happy it was Meg, because I do think she is so deserving of a character like this.
Yeah. And I like that the show, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the romantic comedies that I've seen that I'm trying to think of always have like a dead body, or like what if he's like a zombie, or something like a big something that makes it like a little bit less grounded and makes it kind of like sort of fantastical in a way. And I like that this show, even though sometimes I'm like, okay, we kind of do need a little bit more of like a plot element here, but ultimately I'm more pro, this is a show about this girl finding love and ultimately thinking that she's undeserving and meeting a man who sees that immediately and like wants to assuage that fear.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole show, and it, at least what I've seen so far, it never leaves that place. That's kind of wonderful to me.
Yeah. I also feel like something that's really great is seeing so many Hannah Horvath Hannah Horvathisms in her.
Yeah,
because I miss my girl Hannah. I hope her and her black baby are well. No, he's not black.
You would miss Hannah.
I do.
Lena herself is like that delusional girl,
that crazy bitch,
that bad writer. Yeah. You miss her.
I miss her and her Twitter presence. Hell yeah,
the girl who always looks like she left in a rush.
Yes. Representation is important, Hunter. Don't rob people of that. But like, you know, there was like some line that was like, I don't know if I've had 100 UTIs or like one long UTI. It was just like, it was so Hannah, it was so Lena, and it was so great to hear that voice again. I love me some Lena Dunham. Sorry. I forgave her. Move on, people.
No, I feel like you want to move on. You want to talk about it. No, I said what I said.
I love her. I would die for her. The season 5, the Marnie episode in season 5 of Girls changed my life forever. Actually, on my 30th birthday, I watched it.
What's his name? Is a crack addict?
Charlie.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest episodes of TV. I will say that. I watched it going into my 30th birthday. And I actually had a bad year. But that's what I'm saying.
Well, so did Marnie.
Well,
so.
Yeah. We go together. Marnie and I, we go together. Okay, so Lena's been doing press, thank God. I like when she talks. Some people don't. I say louder. But she recently had said where all the girls would be. Mm-hmm. I think we have Hannah is gay now. Mm-hmm. Still raising her biracial son. Working at Bard, maybe?
Totally.
Shoshana is recently divorced from the mayor of New York. Mm-hmm. Zoran. They would have voted for Zoran.
Could be.
And then
Shoshana, she said, divorced from the mayor, was married to the mayor, divorced the mayor, now runs a zero waste athleisure company. Marnie is on her 3rd divorce, I believe.
As she should be.
But still singing.
But and she's still singing after all that she's went through. That quote is literally about Marnie Michaels. Literally. Play stronger.
And then she said Jessa was like unvaccinated, living in a boat in Croatia. You know, just like
typical.
Just like having feelings.
Yeah. Or not. She loves to suppress those. Do you agree with that assessment?
Well, I actually haven't finished Girls yet.
What?
Yeah, I'm coming out.
Wait, Hunter. Go back in, actually, and shut the closet door and watch Girls until you're done.
I know. No, I haven't finished it yet because it's like I just love it so much. I don't want it to end.
Wow.
And I also will like get in these moods where I'm like, well, I have to rewatch Beach House. Well, I have to rewatch the episode where Adam Driver dances to Valentine by Fiona Apple and relapses and starts kissing Sherry Appleby at the bar. Iconic scene. And then I'll just like watch it until like I'm just kind of like, then I watch it until the episode where
where do you stop?
Adam and Jess had that huge fight in his apartment.
And they break everything.
Yeah, and then Lena like goes to the Moth radio hour and like reads an essay about it. But I think it's like the season 4 or 5 finale. And I honestly found that episode so bad and so like backdoor audition for like Adam Driver for Kylo Ren that I just like couldn't take it after that. I talked more about this actually on the Girls Rewatch podcast.
Oh my God.
With our friends.
We love our friends. We love
Evan and Amelia.
We love the youth.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that.
In that episode, I have to say, in that episode, these nicest people adore them, but they're so young. I was like, oh yeah, the Moth radio hour. And they're like, Googling Moth. It's like moths came up on the phone. I was
love
like,
them. Oh my God, to be young.
Listen, I know.
I remember I like wanted to do the Moth so bad.
That was such like an era. I think the real millennial Gen Z divide is if BuzzFeed was a place you wanted to work.
Yes. Whoa. That pregnant pause. Wow, that was
a lot of people just fell to their knees.
Yeah, that was crazy. I agree that's where they would be. I do not agree that Hannah would be a lesbian. She tried that already. Do you remember when she scissored her instructor at that women's retreat?
Oh.
She gave it a good, honest try, but it wasn't for her. And she knew that. You could see it in her hips.
Yeah. Well, but what do you think about, I think Shoshana's one that I most like kind of hung up on. I don't know where she would be, truly. Like being married to the mayor, maybe, but like, I don't know. I feel like she's not in New York. I feel like she's in SF.
Yes, I don't think she'd be in New York either. Yeah. Or at the very least, she would be upstate. But many mayors don't live in this city.
Oops.
So
Clock it.
Political queen. Sorry.
Get her in Playbook. Oh, you heard it here first.
Eric Adams responds.
What are your favorite romance movies set in England? Because I do love how this show really like, you know, positions itself as like part of like a long tradition of like English romances.
Yeah. I am caught between 2 classics. I held up one finger. I'm going to say that one time. I'm caught between two classics. A little bit of Pride and Prejudice.
Joe Wright, 2005?
No.
Or the Emma Thompson?
Emma Thompson.
Okay.
And Bend It Like Beckham.
Lesbian
romance.
I love
representation. Like
I
I
love
said,
it.
important.
And also I want to say Keira Knightley's low-rise pants in that one club scene.
Oh yeah, they doing something for you?
Did a lot for me, actually.
I hate when Hunter acts bi. Okay, what are your romance novels? Or sorry, what is it? What I should
Romance movies,
What are
girl.
your romance movies?
Let me say
choice?
this. I hate Four Weddings and a Funeral. Coming out as a hater of Four Weddings and a Funeral. Don't like that movie at all. But you know what I really love and what this show reminds me of too much? The show Starstruck that was on HBO Max for 2 seasons.
Didn't watch.
Oh my gosh, you would love.
Really?
You would love. It's
Okay.
very in line with this show. It's so good. I love that. But like also listen, Notting Hill.
Notting Hill.
I'm just a girl singing from a boy asking him to love her.
You know how many boys I've
People used
done
to
that
say
from?
they would tell Marilyn Monroe they fall asleep with a fantasy, woke up with the real her.
You off book. What are you going
I
through?
walked around
What are you
Notting
going
Hill.
through?
No, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love
Notting
it.
Hill. Wow, there's so many good. Atonement. I bought a green dress.
I wouldn't.
Nobody-
And it was not a dress.
What was it?
It was a skirt and a top.
Oh,
Girl,
even
that's like
sexier.
that's everyone's like third favorite fun fact. 1, Deborah Rose Prada people are mean. 2, what's her name should have gone to Paris. 3,
Okay.
the Atonement green dress was a top and a skirt.
I hate a cinephile. They're always mad about something. A cinephile and Leo always want to fight. And an only child. Oh Lord,
You got your work cut out for
yeah,
you.
I do. And you know who you know who I want to keep working? Let's always keep her at work. Lena Dunham. Keep my sister employed. I like when she got
Oh,
a
she's
check.
a new Natalie Portman movie. Oh, I want to see that.
Oh,
That's in production. Yeah, I want to see it.
okay. I'll do that too.
Eyes open, ears
Yeah,
peeled.
I hate a cinephile. Again, let me say it. Jesus with the facts. Are we tapping into our fashion bag?
Not today.
Not
I'm bringing
today.
all
I'm
red
doing
hat,
my best.
girl.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
But spiritually we are.
Yeah.
By proxy we are. Today with us we have Recho, who is a fashion journalist, media entrepreneur, and host of the podcast The Cutting Room Floor. All things, I would say every fashion girl I know citing their sources coming to you. If you are not familiar, you've probably seen at least a viral interview, maybe Mos Def, maybe Steve Madden. That was a good one.
Mhm.
Maybe
That
La
shook
Roach.
the table.
Maybe
Maybe
La
La
Roach.
Roach.
Yep.
I love when La Roach is loud, which is always.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for coming to the pod.
Thank you. This is a pleasure. I see you guys' clips on social all the time. I was like, I want to go.
Yeah, well,
So thank you for having me.
we got you to Times Square, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a question that we ask everyone who comes on the show.
Uh-huh.
Are you a lover or a hater?
Just in general?
Yeah.
Mm,
Hater. Probably.
same.
Sister.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like that's
go-
so
you go
general.
together.
I'm both, but I'm definitely critical of myself though, for sure too. But yeah, probably just for funsies, hater.
Love it. We have a little rapid fire. Are you a lover or a hater? I'm really like, it's honestly due to you and like one other fashion newsletter I read. Lover or hater of Jonathan Anderson at Dior now.
Oh, I just understood that this was a category.
Yes.
I thought you just meant like generally. I'm like, I'm a hater. Okay, there's a bullets. That's actually a very good question. I'm gonna say lover because I saw it and I was like, oh, this is good. I've never really been a Dior fan, and that's almost at any point.
Really?
Yeah, ever. So I've just never been that girl. But then I saw this and I was like, okay, yeah, lover. I wasn't sold on this move, but I think lover.
Okay, follow up. I know it's early, but Dimna at Gucci.
Hater, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. But I'm going with hate just because
Leading with hate.
I'm
is
leading,
important. Yeah,
I'm leading
yeah.
with hate on that one because I'm not sold. I feel like Gucci had a really strong vision when Alessandro was there, and then it kind of fell flat, and they tried to recreate that. And then Demna had a very strong vision with what he was doing with Balenciaga, but then that got played out. So it did make sense that there needed to be like fresh water. I just don't think him there made sense. I feel like I'm going to see black florals. Like, I don't know what I'm going to see. So I don't know. If he has a new trick in his bag, that would be honestly the greatest upset of all time. Like, I think that would be really cool.
Wow.
I just don't think he does.
Love it. Okay.
Love. And I love leading with hate. That's so important here. Safe space.
No,
be like, I'm hating until you convince me to love.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay. Lover or hater of Vibram shoes? The like the
Vibram?
Vibram? Is that how you say it? The V-bone
I think
shoes,
so.
the toes, the fingers.
Oh, it's the toes out
shoes?
shoes?
Yeah, the toes out.
wow.
I'm gonna go with lover because I don't wear them, but the kind of person who does, I think, is a riot.
Say more on that. Yeah.
You know the type.
Yeah, you know her.
You know her.
And him. Yeah, and them.
Yeah, and them. It's not for me. But I do think. But I'm a lover of the person who wears that for sure.
Yeah, I can hear that. Hold space for that. Okay, are you a lover or hater? Closing us out of Anna Wintour stepping down.
Oh my God, lover! I've been waiting. Lover, like
At the door.
Yeah, literally, we've been picketing outside. Picketing outside for years now. I'm a lover of that. I don't think she's really stepping down. Yeah. I feel like I don't think anyone else is going to get the title of editor-in-chief of Vogue.
Yeah.
But definitely lover of her stepping down. I think it's time.
Yeah. It's kind of weird to me now that who was the last person to have actually titled editor-in-chief? It seems like at every magazine, everyone is just a global content manager, global editorial director. I know. I think it's a money thing, honestly.
What do you mean? Like they'd have to pay them more if they had the title?
I think so.
Oh.
I think there's because I don't know, but it's so weird to me that everyone, even Vanity Fair, it's global editorial head. It's not editor-in-chief.
Editor-in-chief is easier to say. Just give it to him.
I know.
Yeah.
You're doing too much with the English language now.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a power play, though, too. I think that she will be the last to be the editor-in-chief of Vogue. But I don't know. But I mean, she's still involved in Condé, too. So I don't really know if she is actually stepping down. But either way, I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Asterisk. What does that mean?
Yeah.
No shade. All due respect for all the work that she has done, because it's definitely the end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
But love her.
A quick follow-up. Were you a lover or hater of Devil Wears Prada?
Lover.
Okay. Just
that set the stage, set the tone. That's a movie of a generation. Lover, lover, lover. And also a movie of an industry. Lover.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we just spoke with this, your 6th season, you said?
Yeah.
Of the cutting room floor. Tell us about starting the show, but also I think it's really reached a crest with the Steve Madden interview. Does it feel like that to you?
I guess so. Almost accidentally, though. But yeah, I guess so. We've been doing it for a long time, and we have had viral, buzzy episodes in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to see which ones pop off like that because we weren't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely garnered a lot more momentum. Which is exciting, but I mean, it's a labor of love. I've been doing this for so long. I mean, so long. I act like I've 30 years into my career. It hasn't been that long, but I've been, trudging along for a while. So I guess it just feels good to feel like people see it more than anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite interview?
People ask me that all the time, and I really don't. Because I feel like they're all good. They all feel like my babies.
Yeah.
Also, because I'm also involved in the edit still so much and watching everything, and so it feels like I'm in the weeds of each episode. So I feel like every single one is a favorite for some reason or another. They wouldn't have been on the show if they weren't, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Valuable to me or to the show in some way, to the audience.
Yeah.
So I feel like all of them.
They're your babies.
They're all my babies. The Steve one was special just because it was recent and it was fun and it was lighthearted and it just went super viral and we just weren't expecting that. Sometimes you were like, oh, this one's going to be good, but we just didn't see that coming. So I guess you could say that's a recent fave, but they're all my favorites.
Yeah. The Steve Madden one, though, was the first... I don't know. It's rare to see a podcast interview transfer into real life. I saw Black girls on TikTok being wait, let me get some Steve Maddens, actually. Let me get my hands on some of those jelly flats because I love him now.
Yeah.
You really introduced him to a new audience of people who are not super fashion-y maybe and who hadn't connected Steve Madden as a real person who has a lot of opinions.
But do you think I introduced him to new people? I feel like everybody
did.
knows.
Truly, no, I had no idea. My conception of Steve Madden before this interview was the little bit of him in Wolf of Wall Street, which is not even him.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. That was new to me, the Wolf of Wall Street
really?
thing. I didn't even know he had
Interesting.
anything to do with that story. So but did you know what he would you when you say introduce, you mean just his face? But you knew the brand.
Face, personality. Yeah, I knew the brand, but face, personality, that he's kind of a loudmouth. But I think I commented on your Instagram, we need him as a recurring guest.
Oh, you did?
He was so I think you guys had a really excellent rapport.
Yeah.
2 straight shooters. I really liked it.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I actually just had lunch with him. He's hilarious.
Yeah, 2 no bullshitters. Okay. I think, but that was the part that I thought was so fun. You made Steve Madden, the person, not the brand, more accessible to more people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what really excited. Once he was I might have nicked a few things, I said, let me add to cart. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, so you were inspired to shop.
Yes, yeah.
That's great.
I mean, wasn't there a sale uptick? I feel like after that, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sale uptick after that.
Okay, so this is funny. I can report on this officially because I was just with him today. Somebody on TikTok said that sales went up $100 million. That was completely speculative. I don't know who that was, but they did say that the kind of Row knockoff jelly flats started to sell like crazy.
Wow.
So that's cool.
That's your impact.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Get
love
your
that.
10%. Okay.
Right?
Steve, yeah, if you're watching.
Yeah. So that's cool. I don't know about like uptick in just sales overall, but like obviously that product I think performed.
I'm going to attribute that to you and also attribute Drake sounding like mall music, bringing like disseminating to the masses.
I know.
Drake sounds like
Very
music
important
to
quote.
be in commerce.
How's Drake doing? Has anybody checked on him?
Well, have you seen his abs?
His
Not great.
Etch-a-Sketch abs?
Stop.
Yes.
Let me pull it up. Oh,
No,
on my
literally.
phone.
Stop. Someone pull it up.
Well, just
No, it's
imagine
really crazy.
some like donut holes in a little box because that's how the abs look. Fake as
Wait,
hell.
why is he doing this when he already got called BBL Drizzy? Like, why would you do this?
I mean, I do love a man that loves a little body mod. You know, like why not? Why
You
not?
said this
Give me
before
another
mid-surgery.
Yeah.
No. It's funny. We were talking about this like last week maybe that Drake needs to like stay in the lane of making music like Nice for What, Nokia, like music for girls to play as they're getting ready to go out, and not this like rap guy. Like
So he's for the girls.
yeah, of
For the
course.
girls.
He's a lesbian.
Don't do that.
Well, it's
That's
true.
not yours.
It's true.
Put it down.
It's
That's
true.
not yours.
No,
I mean, I get what you're saying. Nice for yeah. Although I don't know. I know men who really love Drake.
Are they misogynist?
Of course.
For sure.
Of course.
For
They
sure.
love Drake.
Yeah.
That's the category they're in. But he still has a very specific hold on a market, like that category of guy.
100%.
Yeah.
But
And
also so does
shopping.
like Rogan.
It's so funny you
Yeah.
said that you clocked it though. Yeah, for sure, misogynist for sure.
I've never met someone who said they're a Drake fan that is a misogynist, and that includes Hunter Harris.
Yeah.
I don't
She's
support
like,
I don't
listen.
support all women. You bitches are very
Period.
dumb.
Period.
I'm done.
Okay, this is something else I want to ask you about. You are a better interviewer than people we've worked with, and we both have careers in journalism.
Mhm.
So what is your secret?
Why is that? Tell me about that.
I think there's a lot of like culture of offending people, culture of
Yes. Oh,
fear,
yeah.
like the kind of
The
access
niceties.
journalism.
Mhm.
Yeah. A lot of the big places.
You don't play nice, but you play fair.
I actually think I do play nice. Actually,
Really?
Ooh.
Okay, well, it's not to say the antithesis of that is like being mean, but I
Hater.
think yeah. Yeah. Cut to actually
Yeah.
can mean no, but I do think that because of what Hunter was setting up, like there's so much. Oh, this is a fluff piece. This is just to get your name.
Oh,
into a certain
yes,
space.
yes.
And you don't do that. You don't.
no,
play
I don't do
game.
that. I don't do that. I feel like if somebody's saying something, and I feel like, but I don't think it's just me. I feel like you two are women who do the exact same thing. If I'm sitting across from somebody and it's just like not adding up, you would press on. You'd be like, make it make sense. It's more of that.
Yeah.
And it's not coming from a place of like trying to put somebody on the spot or be salacious or trying to get like a clip. Like we're not clip farming. It's more like you're not making sense. However, or like just keeping people honest. It's more that, like holding their feet to the fire, making sure there's a consistency. And I think we all do that in our personal relationships with coworkers, with friends, with families, with partners. It's more that. It's kind of like you're not, either you're feeling duplicitous right now or you're double backing or you've changed your mind. All of which are okay. But I just would prefer to like that they dignify the intelligence of the audience. It's more that because people aren't stupid. It's like when somebody who clearly has work done gets on camera and fixes their face to say like, oh my God, I don't know what you mean. I haven't had anything done. It's like, you look crazy. We're not dumb. You just look crazy now because, you know,
we're staring your lip flip right in the eye.
Yeah,
like
we're hip to the game. The jig is up. It's more that. But I do think I play nice though. It's like, I think there's a way to be tactful, but also just like forthcoming. I just ask questions. And actually I was working with, that's a lie. I was talking to Terry Agans, who was a guest on my podcast, and she was a journalist at the Wall Street Journal for 20 years, covering fashion by herself. She had started the fashion beat, and I asked her how she got a lot of really great pieces, and she said, you just ask and you hold it. So that's where she's my fairy godmother in journalism, if I could be called a journalist, which I know that's a very controversial topic for podcasters, but she's kind of where I've kind of learned that from. She's just like, you just ask the question and then you don't fill the dead air with your own anxieties.
Yeah. No,
you
like,
ask
that's so
and back
true.
up. Yeah.
The best interview advice I've ever gotten is that interviews are inherently like pretty awkward because it is a lot of just empty kind of blank air, empty space. And you just wait for, and also like people think it's very, I think I obviously love podcasting, but it is hard to be like, something like clippy, like saying something in a soundbite is very hard for a lot of people.
Yeah. You mean trying to get the guest to say something clippy or for you to try to get something clippy as
No,
the
I think as like someone who's talking to a microphone all the time and thinking like, okay, what's like the cleanest way to say this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that it can be like edited together neatly.
Yeah.
And like sound sort of, like a lot of just sentences trail off and it's hard to.
Yeah, the medium I think matters too. That's an important point.
So you guys are podcasters, so you get it, which is like that's a very real thing. It's almost like you're editing in real time while you're talking because you're already considering how it's going to be edited. So it's tricky. You're right, like how to phrase something in a way that's concise.
Yeah.
Do you have any dream guests for your podcast?
Yeah, so many, but most of my dream guests don't like press. So they probably would be like very adverse to coming. Yeah. But it's not because I have any shortage of having them. I do. But they're like people like the Olsens, Andy Meester, like, you know, Stephen Meisel, like people who would just never, ever get on camera and probably do this. Or just don't have like a strong record of doing that in the last decade.
Quick aside. We always say every Black girl needs a white bitch they don't play about. Are the Olsen twins yours?
For sure.
I knew it.
Yes, I love that phrase, and I'm stealing that. Every Black girl needs a white bitch they don't play about. I don't play about the Olsens. I think also, though, part of the reason why I'm able to maintain that is because I don't know them. So I'm able to like keep this mystique thing going. If I ever heard them talking with their girlfriends when they thought no one was listening, I'm sure I would hear something toxic. I'm almost positive, but I'm choosing to keep them in this lane so that I can just like go hard for them. But yeah, I mean, I'm a millennial. Like, yes, of course. And they were known for being so stylish throughout their entire career. And I just feel like they're like, they give waspy old money, even though they worked for their money. Like they didn't inherit it. And they mind their business. Part of the reason why I love them is that they stay out of other people's business.
Quiet as it's kept. I love that.
Yeah.
I almost said I love that in a woman. And I was like, wait, the misogynist is in the room with us right now. Let the Drake play. Sorry.
Because I'm definitely not that girl. I'm a loudmouth.
Yeah.
But I love, part of me loves the like, you know, waspy demure. Like if I could play a character, maybe I would play that for a day. But that's not who I am.
Well, we're a bunch of loudmouths. So we all have podcasts. So we
clearly
never know to be quiet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We want to do a little quick round of just naming who do you think is the brand of the moment?
Oh, just in general?
Yeah.
Brand of the moment? I mean, Celine after Sunday, apparently. I'm going to put my money on Celine. This new Celine by Michael Ryder.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see how this shakes out. I think it was a nice turning of the corner. Hedy Slimane shouldn't have been there to begin with, but now that he's gone, I think that we'll be able to like turn a new leaf. And I've seen some like good house codes come back. They're bringing the Phantom bag back. There was some nice tailoring, color theory. It was good. It was a good show. So like, I'm going to put, and also I'm a Celine lover. Yeah. I'm a, old Celine, Phoebe Philo lover. So like, I don't know. I feel like I have something to believe in again.
I love a fashion girl. I love it. It's like I'm hearing like a different language. It's like, this is what I talk about when I talk about movies. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I love this one.
Stylist of the moment.
I think Colin Carter doesn't get enough respect for his work with Cardi B. Because Cardi is really a fashion girl. And it seems like she would be an unexpected get, like to get the brands to cooperate based on her persona, but like he does a really good job. So I would say maybe Colin, and then the girls will get mad, but I love a Hailey Bieber Kendall Jenner moment. I feel like if you just like normcore, you guys are mad. Why?
No, you found your sister over there. You really found your community.
I'm a believer.
Loud.
I'm a believer.
I'm into it. Like the girls will get mad about it, but like if you're into normcore and like good 90s chic silhouettes, like Danny Michelle, shout out. I think they look great on a regular basis. But also, again, this is a tricky question because it would have to be somebody who's getting papped enough for me to see what their style is looking like continually. And most celebrities are just doing like a red carpet moment. And there's only so many people that are doing street style or are famous enough to warrant that much coverage. But I guess I'll end it there.
Yeah. Last one, best dressed celeb right now. And we can say red carpet.
Best dressed celeb right now. Damn, I don't pay attention to carpets like that much. That's actually a funny thing because like when we talk about the cutting room floor, that's like something that people not criticize but comment on. They're like, you don't cover runway or like red carpets. And I'm like, I know, and that's like a big part of this industry. So like maybe we'll get there. Best dressed celeb right now? I feel like the girls have moments. It's kind of what I'm saying. Like when they pop out, they look good. And that's the other thing. This is tricky too because the girls have stylists. And that's the thing. Like we don't get that like authentic person who has their own personal taste anymore. Yeah. It's very much like now that the stylist has become such a celebrated function, it's very much a role. And so it's almost like you would look insane if you didn't look amazing because you don't have a reason to not look amazing.
Okay, let's go like nostalgia. Like celebrity who like they have really good. I'm thinking like Gwyneth Paltrow doing the pink dress for the Oscars, like something that like shows a personality.
Oh, I have that entire speech memorized. That's so funny. That's an iconic moment. I mean, my friend used to quote that all the time. I loved again, I loved an indie sleaze moment. So like, I loved like a Corey Kennedy throwback, or again, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
We're talking about American Apparel later on the spot. So
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my God, keep me
come on,
around.
Indie Sleaze.
No, I don't know. I'm on the spot. If I really had time to think about it, I could probably think of a lot of people who have great style. But I feel like, if we're like in the similar age bracket, like if you remember the days of like Us Weekly and People, you got to just see like authentic street style, people just walking down the street. And that's when we really got to be like, oh my God, what's so-and-so wearing? That was my favorite part about those magazines. So I feel like we've just kind of lost that. And then when people are getting street styled, it's organized paparazzi shots. It's like fake.
For sure.
So I feel like I just don't. The only people who are kind of real, and like, again, it's like a cheap, low hanging fruit, but like are the Kardashians, or like not even the Kardashians, like Kendall.
Yeah.
But I also think she's calling the paps, so
Yeah.
she's doing both.
Yeah.
It's hard. So many paparazzi shots I see like end up like as part of an ad campaign or like with an ad campaign somehow.
Yeah, but also like these fan accounts aren't real. Some of them are. I think when it comes to like Kendall and Haley, they're real. But a lot of these like fan accounts are fake. Like they make a fan account and then they populate it with photos that they have from calling the paparazzi.
Yeah.
To like,
Well, now
that's like
they're
the fame
even
game. You
They're
like
not
build it
even
out.
doing paparazzi shots too. They're because so many celebrities got sued. So they're now hiring their own personal photographers to like shoot them down the street so they can use those same assets.
Yep.
What did Megan
exactly.
say? Check the Getty.
Check the Getty. Who said that?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Period. Yeah.
Okay, Recho, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And where
This
can
was
people
fun.
find you?
This is a segment. I feel like I'm on USA Today. I feel like I'm Good Morning America.
You are. Next stop, baby.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm out of here already? Damn, bitch. Okay. You can find me on the cutting room floor. Anywhere you see a green circle, green square, that's us. Instagram, Eva Chen, please help me. I need this handle. But right now it's Omondi, my last name, my maiden name, whatever. But I want to change it to the cutting room floor. Please help me plug that. And then
We'll tag her.
Yeah. TikTok, the cutting room floor. I don't know. I don't even know. Like the cutting room floor, just type it in. You will find us. That's
Just
it.
Google her.
Very, very
Just Google.
Just type it in. You'll see it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was so fun. You guys are good at this. It's like a game show.
So we're going to take it on back to the early aughts. We're going to take it there. A scary place to go, but here we are.
I'm ready. I
Yeah.
don't remember. I was so young.
We press play on Trainwreck, Cult of American Apparel. Part of the docuseries Trainwreck franchise that Netflix has. They did one on Woodstock 99. They did one on The Real Project X. And now we're here at American Apparel.
I had not wanted to revisit disco pants.
You didn't?
No.
That's fair.
I wanted disco pants so bad, but they're so expensive.
Yeah.
And
yes.
everyone had them in a bunch of colors too. I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel like growing up, being like of an age where you shop at American Apparel, there always seemed to be kind of like a shady undertone to everything. It all felt very like leering. All the photo shoots. It felt very like Terry Richardson.
Yes.
Like super kind of like side boob, like a seductive pose. And everyone looked very young in all of those images. And as when I was like, 19, 20, 21, I was like, oh, they look young and like cool. But now as an adult, fully formed brain, it's like, oh, you look too young, like creepy. It all felt very like seductive, sexual in a way that seemed like very inappropriate, honestly.
Yeah. And was, which is revealed in this documentary. And let's say sisters, Dove Charney and Terry Richardson, those two cousins are creeps. What came out in this documentary was a lot of allegations of sexual misconduct, abuse of employees, employees sucking and fucking in the hallways, everyone just making out. That was just like part of the culture there. And I will say, none of that was surprising.
Mm-hmm.
I think growing up in LA specifically and going to all of those stores, because American Apparel entered my zeitgeist at like probably 15 or 16.
LA girl.
Brag, except for I guess in this case. But I do think that not only was the culture of that you were explaining of just this hypersexualized young girl was displayed on images, it was in the store as well. Like the employees working were all so young, all mostly bad at their jobs. And I can say that a lot of my friends worked at American Apparel, and I was like, you're never doing what you're supposed to be doing. Love that for you, girl. And the amount of attention that would be put on these young bodies. And I would say, to go as far as and say, it wasn't just like suggestive posing. It was straight up legs open. Their first ad was, "We're now open," and it was a young girl sat back with her legs open. So it doesn't really get more clear than that, But then there was this weird thing that was felt to me that was so pro LA, pro immigrant. And the ethics split between being like, yes, we are very pro immigration and we want to employ, you know, our workers here in LA, pay them more than minimum wage, but we're also gonna take advantage of like young girls and like shoot them in really harmful ways. And both things existing, you know?
Yeah, it does kind of feel like, well, if we over-index in wokeness here, then we can like be completely, you know, abusive and manipulative and kind of like take advantage, and then no one like should really, it should all balance out in the end in some like kind of crazy way. But I do wonder, like with this American Apparel story, which I think, you know, has been told a few times before, like not in this way, and also to maybe a generation who's like not as familiar, because now American Apparel is kind of coming back.
Sort of.
What is it now?
It's just like rebranded as Los Angeles Apparel.
Okay.
Obviously, significantly not as successful.
Yeah.
I do think tailored more specifically to LA, but it's hard to break through as a brand of basics now in the era of like Amazon and TikTok Shop, where they're selling the exact same things at significantly half the price.
Yeah. Well, I also felt like American Apparel at that time, it's like if you went out, at least in Boston, you would see a disco pant, you'd see a skater dress. Oh my God, that dress. Do you remember that dress they wore to that Kappa Formal, which was like the deep V with like, it was like a sheer panel at the front?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you couldn't tell me I wasn't taking it in that dress.
Wait, did you only wear American Apparel in college? You didn't wear it in high school?
No, because I grew up in Oklahoma.
Right. I keep forgetting that.
Well, if I wanted to turn a look, I went to J. Crew.
I was wearing the shit out of my circle skirt. You would see me coming in those
Actually,
riding pants.
I remember. I think you were the first person. You and her friend Nikki were the first people to put me in a circle skirt and Doc Martens.
Yeah.
And I said, "Ooh, I'm a bad girl."
You said, "Guys, I'm not gay." Yeah, like I don't know what I'm doing in this.
No,
I loved me that little chiffon button up, their little like head
Oh,
scarves.
you love that with the statement necklace.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I was dressed down delirious. I mean, at the time, I loved American Apparel. And I remember specifically being in high school and maybe 8th or 9th grade, going into the stores on Melrose, and every single one of my friends and my brother getting scouted to work there or model, except for me. So there's a gun in the room, by the way. And it's loaded. Yes.
Yeah.
I was a late bloomer, God forbid.
Oh, well, that's so. I feel like someone with a broom. That's okay. That's okay.
I guess it's for the best. Considering the climate.
I would say so.
Yeah.
But I do think it's interesting that like all of these, like the American Apparel story, the Brandy Melville story, the Abercrombie story, these are all very like similar kind of stories that are marketed toward young people.
Yeah.
And taking advantage of young people.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why, you know, on top of everything else, I don't know. I feel like the commonalities are really concerning. And I'm like, well, what was like the next generation of that? Like what stores now will we be watching documentaries about, reading exposés about in like 5 years?
I'm hoping none.
Well, no, I would hope.
I'm hoping it ends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, who's casting racially ambiguous? Like,
but also maybe there's not another store that like captures the zeitgeist and in the way that like a Brandy Melville or an American Apparel or an Abercrombie did, because they did all hit the culture in a very specific way.
Yeah.
And like hit a very specific type of shopper, demographic, price point, all of that.
I know. I'm actually thinking like there's so much recycling and rewear and like taking old trends and bringing them back that like, what are we?
Maybe Shein.
Oh,
I feel like, you know, that influencer trip, do you remember that?
Yes, the girl realizing things or whatever. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be something like that. Anyway.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I mean, well, Shein is bad, but like, hopefully not as in like this all ends.
Yeah.
Wait, this is an important question. If we're going to talk about American Apparel, we have to know. Have you ever stolen anything from American Apparel?
No, I've only stolen 2 things.
What?
2
Hearts
movies
and minds? Oh.
2 movies from Blockbuster. I didn't return them and then the store closed. So I got to keep them.
Oh, that's like the most ethical steal. That doesn't even count. I hate a good girl. Boo, tomato. Break the law for once. Yeah. I opened this podcast being like, I think I'm going to do Molly this weekend. Like, we have to be similar. Because I was...
Girl, wrap it up.
Sorry. We need to not be caffeinated. Okay. Well, that is it for this week. As usual, we are 2 online, so you don't have to be.
And, you know, Speaking of breaking the rules, we didn't even talk about the trouble I got in when my mom listened to London Bridge by Fergie and said, "What have you put onto my Christian laptop?" She said, "What are you listening to?" Oh, that was like the second most trouble I've ever gotten.
And she's still mad about it. She says, "I remember."
I hope she doesn't, honestly. I don't want to wake that up. I hope she doesn't.
Well, you know what? I want to wake up. If you stole from American Apparel, good for you. Anti-capitalist queen.
It was the resistance. It was the first resistance.
It was. Follow us on socials at Let Me Say This Pod, at Peyton Dix, and at Hunter H.
Let Me Say This is hosted by me, Hunter Harris.
And me, Peyton Dix.
Let Me Say This is a production of Wondery.
Lemme say this.